If you go on thus, you will kill yourself. It is not wisdom Greek the second Greek against yourself.
I pray thee cease that counsel, which falls as profitless on mine ears as water in a sieve. Give me no counsel, nor let no comforter delight mine ear, save such a one whose wrongs do match with mine. Bring me a father who so loved his daughter, whose joy of her is overwhelmed as mine, and bid him speak of patience. Let him measure his woe, the length and breadth of mine, every strain for strain, and thus for thus, and such a grief for such, in every lineament, branch, shape, and form, and bid him speak of patience. If such a man will smile and stroke his beard, sorrow wag, cry hem when he should moan, patch grief with proverbs, and make misfortune drunk with candle wasters, bring him to me, and I of him will gather patience. But there is no such man. For, brother, men can speak and give counsel to that grief which they themselves do not feel, but feeling it, that grief turns to passion, which before would have given precipitable medicine to rage, and fetter strong madness in a silken thread, charm H to air and agony to word. No. 'Tis all men's office to speak patience to those whose heads ring under the load of sorrow, but no man's virtue or sufficiency to be so moral when he endure the like himself. Therefore give me no counsel. My grief cries louder than advertisement.
Therein do children from men nothing does it.
I pray thee peace. I will be flesh and blood. There was never yet philosopher who could endure the toothache patiently, though they writ in the style of gods and made a push at chance and sufferance.
Yet, bend not all the harm on yourself. Make those who do offend you suffer too.
There thou speak'st reason. Nay, I shall do so. My soul doth tell me Hero is belied. This shall Claudio know, and the prince, and all those who do wrong.
Hey, here comes the Prince of Claudio hastily.
Good evening. Good evening. Good day to both of you.
A moment, my lords.
We are in some haste, Leonardo.
Oh, some haste, my lord. Well, fare thee well, my lord. Are you so hasty now? Well, all is one.
Nay, do not quarrel with us, good old man.
If he could right himself of quarreling, some of us would lie low.
Who wrongs him?
I say thou dost wrong me, thou dissembler thou. Nay, lay thy hand not on thy sword. I fear thee not.
Marry, beshrew my hand if it should give your age such cause of fear. In faith, my hand meant nothing to my soul.
Tush, tush, man, do not fleer and jest at me. Speak not like a dotard or a fool, under privilege of age to say what I would do were I were young, or would have done were I not so old. No, Claudio, to thy head. Thou hast belied my innocent daughter and me, that I am forced to lay reverence by, and with bruise of many days and gray hairs do challenge you to the trial of a man. I say thou hast killed mine innocent child. Thy slander hath gone through, and through her heart she lies buried with her ancestors, in a tomb where never scandal slept, save that of hers, framed by thy villainy.
My villainy?
Thine, I say, thine!
You say not right, old man.
My lord, I'll prove it on his body if he dare. Despite his nice fence and his active practice, his May of youth and his bloom of lustihood.
Away. I will not have to do with you.
Canst thou so daff me? I say thou hast killed my child. If thou killst me, boy, thou wilt have killed a man.
He will kill the both of us, men indeed. But 'tis no matter. Let him kill one first. Win me and wear me! Let him answer me! Ha! Come, follow me, boy! Come, sir! Come, boy! Son, come, follow me! Come, sir, I'll whip you from your fawning fence! As a gentleman I will!
Brother!
Hold your content. God knows I loved my niece, and she is dead, slighted to death by villains who dares well answer a man indeed as I may take a serpent by the tongue! Boys, apes, jacks, braggarts, milksops!
Brother Anthony!
Hold your content. What, man? I know them, yea, and I know exactly what they weigh to the utmost scruple. Fashion-monging, outfacing, scrambling boys who lie, deprave, clog, and slander, go antically, and spread 1,000 words of how they might hurt their enemies. Ow, ow, ow. If they durst. And that is all.
But Brother Anthony.
Come now, do not you meddle. Let me deal with this!
Gentlemen both!
Ow.
We will not wait your patience. My heart is sorry for your daughter's death. But on my honor, she was charged with nothing but was true and very full of proof.
My lord, my
I will
lord.
not hear you.
No? Come, brother. Away. I will be heard.
And shall, or some of us will smart for it.
See, here comes the man we came to seek.
Now, senor, what news?
Good day, my lord.
Good day. You are almost come to part, almost a fray.
We had like to have had our two noses snapped off by two old men, without teeth.
Leonardo and his brother. What thinkest thou? Had we fought, I doubt we should have proved too young for them.
In a false quarrel, there is no true valor. I came to seek you both.
We have been up and down to seek thee, for our high proof melancholy would fain have it be beaten away. Wilt thou use thy wit?
Is in my scabbard. Shall I draw it?
Dost thou wear thy wit by thy side?
Never any did so. Though very many have been beside their wit. Why, will bid thee draw, as we do the minstrels. Draw to pleasure us.
As I am an honest man, he looks pale. Art thou sick or angry?
What courage, man. What though care killed a cat? Thou hast mettle enough indeed to kill care.
Sir, I will meet your wit in the career, and you charge it against me. I pray you choose another subject.
Nay then, give him another staff. This last was broke off.
By this light he changes more and more. I think he be angry indeed.
Well, if he be, he knows how to turn his girdle.
Shall I speak a word in your ear?
God bless me from a challenge.
You are a villain. I jest not. I will make it good how you dare, with what you dare, and when you dare it. Do me right, or I will protest your cowardice. You have killed a sweet and innocent lady, and her death shall fall heavy on you. Let me hear from you.
Well, I will meet you. So I may have good cheer.
A feast! A feast!
Oh, in faith, I thank him. Lend me to a calf's head and a capon, which, if I do not carve most curiously, say my knife's not. Shall I not find a woodcock too?
Sir, your wit ambles well. It goes easily.
I'll tell thee how Beatrice praised thy wit the other day. I said thou hadst a fine wit. True, said she. A fine little one. No, said I, a great wit. Right, said she, a great gross one. Nay, said I, a good wit. Just, said she, it hurts nobody. Nay, said I, the gentleman is wise. Certain, said she, a wise gentleman. Nay, said I, he hath the tongues. That I believe, said she, for he swore to me a thing on Monday night which he forswore on Tuesday morning. There's a double tongue. There's two tongues. Thus did she and hour together translate thy particular virtues. Yet at last she concluded with a sigh, thou wast the properest man in Italy.
For the which she wept heartily. Said she cared not.
Aye, that she did, and for all that. But if she did not hate him deadly, she would love him dearly. The old man's daughter told us all.
All, and moreover, God saw him when he was hid in the garden.
But when shall we set the savage bull's horns on the sensible Benedict's head?
Yea, and text underneath, here lies Benedict, the married man.
Fare you well, boy. You know my mind. I will leave you now to your gossip-like humor. You break jests as braggarts do their blades, which God be thanked hurt not. My lord, for your many courtesies I thank you. I must discontinue your company. Your illegitimate brother is fled Messina. You have among you killed a sweet and innocent lady. And for my lord Lackwit there, he and I shall meet. Until then, peace be with him.
Huh. He is in earnest,
He is in most profound earnest, and I'll warrant you, for the love of Beatrice.
and hath challenged thee.
Most sincerely.
What a pretty thing a man is when he goes about in his doublet and hose and leaves off his wit.
He is then a giant to an ape. What then is an ape a doctor to such a man?
Well, soft you now. Pluck up my heart and be sad. Did he not say my brother was fled?
Come you, sir, if justice cannot tame you, she shall never weigh more reason than her balance. And you be a cursing hypocrite once, you must be looked to.
How now? 2 of my brother's men bound. Borachio one.
Hearken after their offense, my lord.
Officers, what offense have these men committed?
Marry, sir, they have committed false report. Moreover, they have spoken untruths. Secondarily, they are slanderers. 6th and lastly, they have belied a lady. Thirdly, they have verified unjust things. And to conclude, they are lying knaves.
First, I ask thee, what's their offense? Thirdly, I ask thee what they have done. 6th and lastly, why they are committed. And to conclude, what you lay to their charge.
Rightly reasoned, and in his own division. By my troth, there is one meeting well suited.
Masters, who have you offended that you are thus bound to your answer? This learned constable is too cunning to be understood. What's your offense?
Sweet prince, let me go no farther to mine answer. Do you hear me? And let this count kill me. I have deceived even your very eyes. Which your wisdoms could not discover, these shallow fools have brought to light. Who in the dark night overheard me confessing to this lady how your brother, Don John, incensed me to slander the lady hero. How you shamed her when you should have married her. My villainy they have upon record, which I'd rather see with my death than repeat over again to my shame. The lady is dead upon mine and my master's false accusations. And briefly, I desire nothing but the reward of a villain.
Runs not this speech like iron through your blood.
I have drunk poisons while he uttered it.
And my brother set thee on to this?
Yea, and paid me richly for the practice of it.
He is composed and framed of treachery, and fled he is upon this villainy.
Oh, hero. Oh, sweet hero. Now thy image doth appear in the rare semblance I loved at first.
Come, bring away the plaintiffs. By this time our sexton hath reformed Signor Leonato of the matter. And masters, do not forget to specify, when time and place shall serve, that I am an ass.
Here comes Master Signor Leonato, and his brother, and the sexton too.
Where is the villain? Let me see his eyes, that when I meet another man like him, I may avoid him. Which of these is he?
If you would know your wronger, look on me.
Art thou the slave that with thy breath hath killed my innocent child?
Yea, even I alone.
No, villain, thou beliest thyself. Here stand a pair of honorable men. A third is fled that had a hand in it. I thank thee, princes, for my daughter's death. Record it with your high and worthy deeds. 'Twas bravely done, if you bethink you of it.
I know not how to pray your patience. Yet I must speak. Choose your revenge yourself. Impose me to what penance your invention can lay upon my sin. It's sin I not, but a mistake.
By my soul, nor I. And yet, to satisfy this good old man, I will bend under any heavy weight that he'll enjoin me to.
I cannot bid you bid my daughter live. That were impossible. But this, I pray you. Impress in the people of Messina here how innocent she died. And if your love can labor aught in sad invention, hang her an epitaph on her tomb. Sing it to her bones. Sing it tonight. Then come you to my house. And since you could not be my son-in-law, be yet my nephew. My brother has a daughter, a near copy of my child that's dead, and she alone is heir to both of us. Give her the right you should have given her cousin, and so dies my revenge.
Oh, noble sir, your overkindness doth bring tears for me. I do embrace your offer, and dispose henceforth of poor Claudio.
Tomorrow then I expect your coming. Tonight I take my leave. This naughty man will face to face be brought with Margaret, who I believe was packed into all this wrong, hired to it by your brother.
No, by my soul she was not, nor knew not what she did when she spoke with me. But always hath been just and virtuous, by anything that I do know by her.
Moreover, sir, though indeed this matter be not under black and white, this plaintiff here, the offender, did call me an ass. I beseech you, let it be remembered in their punishment. Also, the watch overheard them speak of the one deformed, the villain in the dark boots. They say he had borrowed money in God's name, the which he hath used so long, and not paid back, that men grown hard-hearted, and will never lend money in God's name. Pray you examine them upon that point.
I thank thee for thy care and honest pains.
Your worship sounds like a most reverent and thankful youth.
There's for thy pains.
God save the foundation.
I discharge thee of thy prisoner. Fare thee well.
I leave an errant knave in your worship, which I beseech you to correct your worship for the example of others. I wish your worship well. May God restore you to health, and God keep your worship. I humbly give you leave to depart, and if a merry meeting may be wished, God prohibit it. Come, neighbor.
Until tomorrow, my lords, farewell.
Farewell, my lords. We will look for you tomorrow.
We will not fail.
Tonight, I'll mourn with Hero.
Bring you these fellows on. We'll talk with Margaret of how her acquaintance grew with this lewd fellow.
Sweet Mistress Margaret, deserve well at my hands by helping me to the speech of Beatrice.
Will you then write me a sonnet in praise of my beauty?
In such a high style, Margaret, no man living shall come over it. For in most comely truth, thou deservest it.
To have no man come over me, why shall I always keep below the stairs?
Your wit is like the greyhound's mouth that catches.
Oh, and yours is blunt as the fencer's foils, which hit, but hurt not.
'Tis a manly wit, Margaret. It will not hurt a lady. And now I pray thee, call for Beatrice. I give thee the bucklers.
Oh, give us the swords, we have bucklers of our own.
Oh, if you use them, Margaret, you must put in the pikes with a vice, and they're dangerous weapons for maids.
Well, I will call Beatrice to you, who I think hath legs.
And therefore will come. Huh.
The God of love
That sits above and knows me, how pitiful I deserve. I mean in singing, but in loving. Leander the good swimmer, Troilus the first employer of panders, in a whole book full of these quondam carpet mongers, whose names yet run evenly in the smooth road of a blank verse. Why, they were never so truly turned over and over as my poor self in love. Mary, I cannot show it in rhyming. I've tried. I can find no rhyme to lady, but baby. An innocent rhyme. For scorn, horn. A hard rhyme. For school, fool. A babbling rhyme. A very ominous endings. No, I cannot show it in rhyming. Nor can I woo in festival terms. Lady Beatrice, would you come when I called thee?
Yea, Signor, and depart when you bid me.
Oh, stay but till then.
Then is spoken, fare thee well now. But yet, ere I go, let me go with which I came, which is in knowing what hath passed between you and Claudio.
Only foul words. And thereupon I will kiss thee.
All foul words is but foul wind, and foul wind is but foul breath, and foul breath is noisome. Therefore I will depart unkissed.
Thou hast frighted the word out of his right sense, so forcible is thy wit. But I tell thee plainly, Claudio undergoes my challenge, and either I must shortly hear from him, or I will subscribe him a coward. And now I pray thee, for which of my bad parts didst thou first fall in love with me?
For them altogether. Which maintain so politic a state of evil, they would not admit any good part to intermingle with them. But for which of my good parts did you first suffer love from me?
Suffer love, a good appetite. For I do indeed suffer love. I love thee against my will.
In spite of your heart, I think. Alas, poor heart. If you spite it for my sake, I'll spite it for yours. I could never love that which my friend hates.
Ah, thou and I are too wise to woo peaceably.
It seems so in this confession. There's not one wise man among 20 who would praise himself.
An old instance, Beatrice, will live to time of good neighbors. If a man do not erect a tomb in this age, ere he dies, he will live no longer in monument than the bell rings and the widow weeps.
And how long is that, think you?
Question. Why an hour in clamor and a quarter in room? It is most expedient for the wise if Don Worm, his conscience find no impediment to the contrary, be the trumpet of his own virtues, as I am to my own. So much for praising myself, who, I myself will bear witness, is praiseworthy. And I pray thee, how doth your cousin?
Very ill.
And how do you?
Very ill too.
Serve God, love me, and man. And there I will leave you too, for here comes another in haste.
Madam, you must come to your uncle. Yonder's old coils at home. It is proven my lady Hero has been falsely accused, the prince and Claudio mightily abused, and Don John, who is author of all, is fled and gone. Will you come presently?
Will you go hear this news, Signor?
I will live in thy heart, die in thy lap, and be buried in thy eyes. And moreover, I will go with thee to thy uncle's.
Did I not tell you she was innocent?
So are the prince and Claudio upon the error that you have perpetrated. Although, Margaret is at some fault in this. Although against her will, as it appears in the true course of the question.
Well, I'm glad all things work out so well.
As am I, being else by faith and forced to call young Claudio to a reckoning for it.
Daughter, and you gentlewomen all, withdrawn to a chamber, and when I send for you, come hither masked. The prince and Claudio promised to meet by this very hour. Brother, you know your office. You must play father to your brother's daughter, and give her to young Claudio.
Which I will do with her guidance.
Friar, I must entreat your pains, I think.
To you what, Signor?
Oh, to bind me or undo me. One of them. Signor Leonato. Truth it is, good Signor, your niece regards me with an eye of favor.
And I that my daughter lent her, it is true.
And I do with an eye of love reply to her.
The side of which I believe you got from myself, from the prince, and from Claudio, but what is your will?
Your answer, sir, is enigmatical. But for my will is your goodwill. Stand aside ours the state, if we can join in the state of honorable marriage. For which, good friar, I shall desire your help.
My heart is with your liking.
And my help. Here comes the prince and Claudio.
Good morrow to this fair assembly.
Good morrow, prince. Good morrow, Claudio. Are you yet determined to marry my brother's daughter?
I'll hold my mind, were she a harlot.
Bring them on, brother. Here stands the friar ready.
Good morrow, Benedict. Why, what's the matter? You have such a February face, so full of frost, of storm, and fogginess.
I think he thinks upon the savage bull. Hush, fear not, man. We'll tip thy horns with gold, and all Europa shall rejoice at thee, as once Europa did blessedly Jove when he would play the noble beast in love.
Bull drove, sir, had an amiable low, and some such strange. Bull left your father's cow and got a calf in the same noble feed. Much like you, for you have just as bleed.
Oh, for this I owe you. Here come other reckonings. Now, which is the lady I must seize upon?
The same as she. And I do give her you.
Why then, she's mine. Sweet, let me see your face.
No. Not before you take her hand before this holy friar and swear to marry her.
Give me your hands before this holy friar. I am your husband, if you like of me.
And when I lived, I was your other wife. And when I loved, you were my other husband.
Another hero?
No.
Nothing's certainer. One hero died defiled, but I do live. And as surely as I live, I am a maid.
The former hero. Hero that is dead.
She died, my lord, but whilst her slander lived.
All this amazement can I qualify? When after that the holy rites are ended, I'll tell you largely a fair hero's death. Meantime, let wonder seem familiar, and to the chapel let us presently.
Soft and fair friar. Which is Beatrice?
I answer to that name. What is your will?
Do not you love me?
No. No, no more than reason.
Well, then your uncle and the prince and Claudio have been much deceived. They swore that you did.
Do not you love me?
Troth? No. No more than reason.
Then Hero and Margaret and Ursula were much deceived, for they did swear you did.
They swore that you were sick of them.
They swore you were well nigh dead for me.
Well, it's no such matter. Then you do not love me.
No, but in friendly recompense.
Come, cousin. I am sure you love this gentleman.
Well, and I'll be sworn upon it that he loves her. For here is a sheet of paper. Of his son, of his own pure brain, fashioned to Beatrice.
Here's another written my cousin's hand, stolen from her pocket, containing her affection unto Benedict.
A miracle. Here's our hands against our own hearts. Come, I will have thee. But by this light I take you for pity.
I would not deny you, but by this day I yield upon great persuasion, and partly to save your life, for I was told you were in a consumption.
Peace. Oh, stop your mouth.
How dost thou, Benedict, the married man?
I'll tell you what, Prince. The College of Witcrackers could not flout me from the career of my humor. Dost thou think I care for satire or an epigram? No! If a man be beaten with brains, he shall wear nothing handsome about him. And therefore, because I do purpose to marry, I can think nothing to any purpose that the world can say against it. And therefore never flouted me for what I have said against it. For man is a giddy thing. And this is my conclusion. For thine part, Claudio, I did think to have beaten thee. But in that thou art like to be my kinsman, live unbruised, and love my cousin.
I'd well hope thou wouldst have denied Beatrice, that I might cudgel thee out of thy single life, to make thee a double dealer, as thou wilt most certainly be, if my cousin do not look exceedingly narrowly to thee.
Come, come, we are friends. Let us have a dance ere we are married, that we may lighten our own hearts and our wives' seals.
We'll have dancing afterwards.
First of my word, therefore play music. Prince, thou art sad. Get thee a wife. Get thee a wife. There's no staff more reverend than one tipped with wine.
My lord, your brother John is taken in flight and brought back with armed men to Messina.
Think not on him till tomorrow. I'll devise thee brave punishments. Pipers, strike up!